Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Dwarfs playthrough as Clan Angrund at Belegar Ironhammer anyway. And we are pushing into the vampires, and I believe that we have broken the vampires back now, so the Empire is hopefully going to start flourishing a bit more. They're still reasonably big, but they're in a position where I can definitely start dealing with them much better. We're going to push to get Wurtbad soon, and then I think we're probably going to hold there. We're going to well, we're not going to hold there. What we're going to do is we're going to push forwards and knock a few places over and basically make it easier for the Empire to get them. However, what I do need to do is I need to hold a few armies in reserve at the moment just to protect me. We're also going to push up here because I'm going to take these two places to try and get this entire region. We'll start moving him out next turn once he's built up just that little bit more.
Arcane winds under control.
You can. Nope, we can't afford to hit them. I do need to hit them, but that can wait a turn. Okay, so the Empire are now doing their thing. I said the Empire are not doing the best, and they do potentially have some problems in the north, so I might need to go and help them there. Again, I also want to restart my war with the Greenskins, and we want to sack and resettle through the mountains for one of my character quest lines. Well, for Belegar's quest line, he is my only character as this faction. So we're going to be doing that. Well, there is an interesting place down here we just flew past on the map. There's a little mountain in the woods over here, which I believe is going to be where one of the new legendary lords appears with Tomb Kings, because there is a new Skaven lord, and that is where he's meant to be based, I believe, from Clan Rictus. So I'll show you that in a second. But no, I believe that is where he is meant to live. So obviously he won't be there in the Vortex map, he'll be elsewhere, but it will mean that there's going to be another Skaven citadel over there, which will be add another interesting dynamic to the map. Gonna be honest, a lot of the Skaven don't do very well at the start, but he'll be straight into conflict with dwarves and orcs, so we'll have to see how he does. Though it might be an entire region then add there. Yeah, go on, you can have military access. It will wander there. So it's going to be another little chunk of territory we'll potentially get here, which could be interesting. I could be completely wrong with that, however, so... because they do put people wherever they want to an extent. But no, that's here. And a lot of people are saying they reckon... oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where? Here, sorry. So they reckon they'll open up all of this, and he will have, so there'll be a Skaven thing, there'll be Skaven here, and obviously we'll potentially get a few more territories in here, and maybe a couple of other ways up through the mountains. We'll have to wait and see though. There is a big chunk of territory there, which is just sitting there not used, but and it does seem to be part of the map, but we'll have to see, because we remember what we had with in Warhammer 1 with Athel Lauren before that appeared. Anyway, back to the war, guys. Enough theorising about the future. It's time for my dwarves to march.
Can I help you? Also, I won't get over heading out.
Hits them with thorny iron bow.
No way.
Right, which is my second army here? So this Rune Lord is probably my second most powerful person, so we're going to do what I've done in a few other things, guys. What I've just done in my other video. You might get this one first through the magic of when I put things up. So let's have a look at my comments. Who is the person who's commented one before last? Okay, he's got a name, but I actually happen to know that person has a different name. So this guy is going to be renamed Mr. Mezcon. So we have our Rune Lord there with a very undwarfish name, but never mind, we'll cope. You are still off exploring. And we're going to start building up over here. We're doing nicely over here now. Ooh, that's what I need to do. Now I'm getting a bit of income. I'm going to rejig my settlements a little. So we're only getting 9, so I can't really afford to knock both of these over. However, actually no, we're getting +9, so I can afford to knock one of these over. So we're going to move this to one of these. And we are going to start putting some other things in here to start building from. So that we can get ourselves some better units out, such as iron breakers and things. And we're also going to be looking at doing that up here in Zufbar. Castle Drakenhof is probably going to be another good place. Once we've finished expanding, we'll work out the best places to do that. The Castle Drakenhof is a very big place, as is down here. So these are good places to build up some of these buildings because, well, for the very simple reason that I can, I can get lots of buildings in them. So we'll get that there. I'm actually potentially going to knock the engineer's workshop off over here because I want to get other buildings out, but we're still expanding a little bit. As I said, soon we're going to go to war with those Skaven. I do want to get a iron, whatever the name is. I'm having one of those moments. Oh damn it! What's their name? Iron breakers. I do want to get an army full of iron breakers out, because an army of iron breakers. If I can get Belegar with an army of iron breakers, that army will break worlds. It will be the most spectacular army you guys have ever seen. It will just destroy anything and everything we come up against. I'm a little worried about the dwarves in the mountains because they're potentially going to start taking territory I want up in those mountains, but I'm a little over involved at the moment, so I can't really be pulling out of my vampire conflict and protecting the empire here. So we're going to concentrate, we're going to burn up the mountains, we're going to clear out this bit of territory here after we take Wurtbad, and we're just going to burn all of this so it can be resettled by Bretonia of the Empire. I'm hoping the Empire will get it. Oh wow, I say that. The Orcs have just taken Mount Squighorn, so actually, well, we'll see what goes on there. I'm not particularly worried about that, what goes on there, because I suspect that the dwarves are just going to smash that little thing. Ooh, we have another little beastmen faction there. And the dwarves are still very, very powerful. But then again, if they take... I would actually quite like them to take a bit of a bashing from somebody, because if they take too much of the bashing... Ooh. The wood elves are starting to expand. That could be something to keep an eye on, because they're not always the most peaceful group. The Green Knight is having a little battle with them there. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Let's see what Clan Moors is doing over here. I think Clan Moors is quite big. Potentially have all that territory. This is the thing about Skaven. You're never quite sure how big they are. Because generally a big empty area on the map, probably Skaven, but you're never sure. So yeah.
Lord of Clan Morgrim. I'll cast the runes.
Double time it up there.
For the wisdom of the layer, by the grudge bearer's will.
Wurtbad is going down.
Fight! Drang them! Armed and ready. I'm leaving. To battle! Time to slay Oathbreakers. My anger burns bright. Attack! Bring!
Start building up. I think they don't have a great garrison, so I don't want to auto that. And actually, if they attack me, if they come back and attack me, that's actually beneficial for me. Wow, my public order is still positive here without anybody here. That actually surprises me. And actually, it would be here as well. So,
by my hammer, it will be done. What?
Oh, I'm not at war with them at the moment. No, Belegar can pull back for now.
Lord of the Angrund.
This place is getting turned into a military. I'm going to lose quite a big chunk of income, but I'm turning here into another military place. Zoffabar is as well, but we might actually... No, I'm going to change Zoffabar. We're going to have Castle Drakenhof as our big military place. It makes a bit more sense, and then I can push out income from here. Be a bit more worried about income from here. Don't have any special unit buildings there. I really would like to take here, but these guys are definitely not going to be confederating with me at the moment anyway.
Just begin. Got then.
Let's wander in here. Pick that up.
Beards in belts.
What are the grudges I've got at the moment? So it's a raid in that region. So actually, Belegar can start heading up to raid up in here.
Very well, I will do as you ask. Master of runecraft. Angrund?
I'm going to keep trying to kill this guy. We'll get there eventually, guys. A little bit more leveling up. Let's get you to the top level of wounding, and let's end turn again, guys. So once we take Wurtbad, it's just going to be driving forwards. There goes the Empire, getting their butts kicked again, unfortunately. God! The dwarves are colonising over there. Just annoying. I really don't want them doing that. At this rate, guys, we are going to have a dwarf on dwarf war at some point, because if they start over expanding and taking all the Empire's territory, it's going to put me in a very awkward position, because while I'm very good allies with them, at some point I do want to get a confederation with them, so ooh, and that's actually kind of what I wanted. Because that means I'm going to take out 2 armies here. That pulls a little bit of extra pressure away from the Empire as well. I've got a nice big solid dwarven line here to help fight these guys. And the monstrous units are going to be a bit of a pain. But again, against my dwarves, I'm not bothered by that. So my dwarves will fend them off easily. So we're gonna smash these guys, I suspect. Ooh, I wish I had that hill. That hill would be beautiful. But lovely territories. This is Empire territory here we're seeing, with a lovely storm over us. Oh wow, so my reinforcements are coming from there, but theirs are coming in from here. So that's an interesting development. So we're going to try to instantly engage them down here, guys. I'm going to put my guys to cover my line nicely. And my ranger's going to set up there. And we're going to instantly start the battle. You guys are going to zerg straight forwards. Oh, that's perfect. So we're hammering straight into him. And we're instantly getting our charge on. Right, you guys can just do a quick move over here. If they keep moving towards us, that's perfect, because we can fight this as two separate battles, potentially. Right, you can go and charge their lord. You guys can all zerg up here. We're actually holding nicely here. You guys can be taken off skirmish mode and keep hitting their lord. Oh wow, my Thane is dying. We might have just been overwhelmed a little bit here, so this might not have gone well for us. I'm going to actually pull my Thane out if I can.
Dwarf warriors!
Right, they're going to keep moving. I'm going to engage if I have to, but I really need to get them over, because these guys coming to support are actually going to cause problems, especially as Manfred there is not going down. This is not going well for me at all. Turn and hit these Varageists. Right, we're going to break off a small group here to hit these guys. Keep hitting those Varageists. This army is going to fall. This army is dead. Unfortunately, this army is not doing well. I mean, if we can take Manfred out, that would really help us, but, oh god, I wish I hadn't set myself up on this corner now. That's right, Manfred, run away. Let's get rid of those corpse carts as well.
Dwarves, ready axes! Dwarf warriors! Dowie marksmen!
Turn skirmish off and keep hitting them. You guys can keep your charge on.
Ready!
We're not doing terribly over here, but we could be doing much, much better.
Dwarf warriors!
Manfred is beginning to suffer there.
Let the vengeance!
Right, let's turn a few units in here,
Vengeance!
just to hold them.
Warriors! Quarrelers!
This is annoying, because I really didn't want to get held here, but,
Yes, they! Vengeance! Killers! Hi! Vengeance! Vengeance!
you guys can keep moving.
Nothing can stop! I down!
Hit that unit of Graveguard. Key thing for us here is just to keep moving and get our support in. Right, you guys can all get yourselves back on Manfred.
I hush you command!
Manfred needs to die. That'll be a huge blow to his army and all the buffs he's throwing out at them. This little battle here is not going to take us too long. You guys can keep moving along as well, because they're all fully engaged. But you guys can all turn and engage here to free up them.
For the Kara's ankle! Ready to strike!
Okay, some of my units are beginning to break over here. Oh, he's so close to being down.
We demand blood! Understood! Now!
Turning into a bit of a brawl, well, a lot of a brawl over here, let's be honest. Right, you guys can start charging on. Oh, why are you guys not involved? Well, you guys can focus down that lord. Manfred is gone. That is a huge boost for us. Let's turn onto that other lord. Let's break some of these guys off to help my other units. You guys can hammer in over here. Oh. Right, we're doing nicely over here. I've probably got too many quarrelers over here. Some of you guys can start moving. Right, we're good here. You guys can just start moving over. Right, they're breaking. They are getting shattered. These guys are beginning to break. That's good. How are all of these guys doing? If I can kill the other lords, that's going to make a huge difference. Unfortunately, I'm getting a little over-engaged here again. Let's try and break some units through. You can try and break off. And that's it! We've got this, guys. We have just disintegrated them. That is all their lords down, so their army is disintegrating. Ooh, that was a bit closer than I expected, guys. I expected to take out Manfred. I thought the big army was going to be the one coming in, but Manfred was a bit tougher than I expected, guys. So, yeah, that did not go as well as I wanted. We still won, but well, we lost a Rune Lord. We lost Mezcon. No, and we lost a few other people. So, it's still a victory, guys. A victory. Any victory is a victory. You know, any victory counts. It's not the victory I wanted, but I'm gonna accept it. So, you know, I'm a little concerned by aggressive wood elves, so we're gonna want to keep an eye on them. But I've got enough. I'm powerful enough. I can deal with them if needs be. The benefit of that is it's going to be pulling Bretonia away from the Empire's lands, and I want the Empire to be expanding. I'm about to potentially break my alliance with the Dwarves and remove their military access if they keep pushing. Go on. Oh, wow, they've got... Nordland has territories in the mountains. Interesting. Okay, so we're about to retake Karak Nor, and then we're going to head up for Karak Angzar. Yeah, you can have a non-aggression pact.
My axe thirsts for war. Armed and ready, master of runecraft. By the grudge bearer's will.
Alright, we'll rebuild this army. It doesn't need to be at 100%.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
You can double time it back somewhere else safe to recoup.
Revenge incarnate. Very well, I will do as you ask.
You need to raid in this territory.
Ready. By my hammer it will be done.
We'll start raiding there next turn.
I have the forge fires slain.
Oh my god, at some point we'll manage to wound them.
Lord of Clan Morgrim. For Karazanko.
I'll get some siege equipment out before we hit there.
Let us begin. Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Okay, it's a nice start.
Of the layer. Let us be about it.
Nice, and we're going to start burning off some of the corruption there, guys. And let's end turn again. Okay, so we're getting there. We've really pushed into the Empire territory there. I'm really hoping the Empire is actually going to manage to take a few places, because they are suffering still, and I really don't want the Dwarves to start smashing through all of their places. See, I want to be able to put out some armies like this, guys. You know, Bugman's Rangers and Iron Breakers and things, because by the time when you start being able to do that, you get incredibly powerful. And the Dwarves are still expanding. God damn it, Dwarves. That's meant to be Empire territory, not yours. This is infuriating, actually, because I really didn't want the Dwarves to be taking too much territory over here. Now, I can't really complain because I've taken tons of territory, but I would prefer, you know, the Empire to become ascendant again. So, that said, you know, the Vampires might push the Dwarves back a bit, and it's still allies taking these territories. And Bretonia is potentially going to have some fun with the Wood Elves, who have fully confederated. Let's see what you guys are doing. They're still fighting vampires down there. This dwarf faction's grown nicely. The Greybeard's Prospectors, actually. So they are a very good potential ally. And when they suffer, if they start suffering, I need to keep an eye on them because I want to confederate them. Because the dwarfs can also confederate them, and you can bet fully well the AI will know exactly when to hit that confederate button with them. So I need to keep an eye on them and keep throwing confederation offers their way. I don't think the Spine of Sotek dwarves exist in this one, but I'm not entirely sure.
We do for you, sure enough. Ironhammer. It shall be done.
We can start raiding in there. Let's wander over here. Let's have a look. Is anybody else we can get trading with? None of you guys are really happy enough with me yet. Nice.
The runes are ready.
We have to get them at some point. This is getting ridiculous now. How?
Time for a reckoning.
That's perfect. And anyway, guys, we are going to end this one here. So the Vampire War is going very, very well for us. We'll be taking Karak Norn soon. And then we'll be pushing on to get to take Karak Anzar. And, well, we won't be taking these bits of the mountains, obviously. We'll potentially take Montfort. And we'll burn some territories over here so the Empire can recapture them. Need to work out what to do with the Dwarves, because, they are very, very powerful. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed this.